Hello guys and welcome to the channel. As usual, my name is Farai, hence the name just Farai. So in today's episode, I'm actually going to show you how you can actually analyze on your mobile phone using price action, right? So first things first, I go to my directional bias time frame, which is the H4, right? Then I identify all swing points or any trend lines, right? So I can actually if you are looking at this chart, you can actually see that right here, this point here and this point, you can actually create something like a trend line. So I go to my indicator or to my objects, right? Then I choose my trend line object, then click here. I have to draw something like a perfect trend line, right? So before I do anything, I can actually see that this trend line touched this point here, right? This point here and this point here. So price is expected to go down. You can actually see that, right? So I have seen with my trend line where the price is likely to go, right? That's the first thing. Then the second thing that I do is I identify all my swing points. You know, that process that we always do. So that's my swing point there, another swing point here, another swing point here, another swing point here. So I won't finish my time and your time marking out all those swing points, right? Let me mark out my last swing point, which is the point that is down here, right, and here. So on the H4 time frame, I've seen that price is likely to go down, considering that I've seen that it has touched a certain resistance that is somewhere around here and this trend line here. So I now shift to my structure time frame, which is the H1 time frame, to find out levels or something like that. So let me go to my H1 time frame here. So considering that I'm on my H1 time frame, you can, before I go anywhere else, you can actually see that this is something like a clear M here, right? So that's a clear M on H1 and price has to go down, right? So with my level counting, I can actually see that this is something like my peak formation right here. Then I add this push here to create something like a level 1, right? Then this is a whole consolidation here, level 2 here, right? This is a level 2 that is actually in something like a price channel. So I'm anticipating price to go down to level 3. You can actually see that the market is actually creating like flags, right? Level 1, then the flag for level 1, level 2 here, then the flag for level 2. So I'm anticipating price to create something like a downward move to create level 3 on H1, right? So right now what I am going to do is I'm actually going to find out like another trend line. So you can actually see that if I touch here, okay, I want to see where I can also touch here, right? I will definitely try to find like 2 good points for me to draw something like a good trend line. So let me touch this point here, right? Let me click right there. Okay, so for this trend line, I've actually used this, sorry about those lines, that I've actually used this point here and this point here, right? So what I'm anticipating for price to do is to come to this point, sorry, where is that marker? Come to this point here, then pull back to this zone here, then go down, test that trend line. So that trend line will always be tested along the way, right? So I just leave it like that. So you've actually seen that I've done my price action. So right now I'm actually moving to my BTMM template, right? I will definitely create another episode for you to to put your own template like that. So this is V25 ones, right? So let me choose it on here. I want to use BTMM analysis on this one. Remember I told you that I used 2 strategies, right? So considering that I'm actually using the BTMM, you can actually see that with your naked eye we had a peak formation here, then we had a 1350 cross here, which marked our level 1 here. Then this core consolidation is still consolidating, right? It's still in consolidative form. Then level 2 to here, right? This is still level 2. This is still level 2. You can actually see that it pulled back to this point here, and this is a channel, as I've said earlier. So I'm anticipating price to actually move to down there, right? So your possible entry right here, if you want to enter on the H1, is, let me zoom here. If we have a 1350 cross right at this point, you have the 13 and 50 EMA crosses, you wait for the pullback to EMA 50 around this zone, then you sell, right? If you are also seeing a sell. Okay guys, this is all about the analysis, and I hope to see you on the other side of the line. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, comment, like, and share.